This is the priest room where they live, and my dad was here with 2 other priests.
Amar Kalika revisits his father's final moments.
He made 3 calls, each of them recorded, then took the fight to the gunman and hit him over there, and they started fighting, and the fight dragged right back into here. And the whole time, my dad is clawing, trying his best with a knife, and being shot. And so he had 5 gunshots in all different directions and angles. And he laid to rest here.
Is there a gun?
Oh, gun.
And that emergency call with its chilling ending was captured on tape.
Okay, we have officers there.
Satwant Singh Kalika, the temple's president and founder, one of 6 victims of a white supremacist, consumed with hatred and armed with a handgun.
It's still difficult to think that somebody would have so much hate in their heart to go shoot in a church at 10 a.m. at elderly people and kill them. So this is the meditation hall.
The people of Oak Creek stood alongside their Sikh community after the killings, but Amar alleges that compared to other mass shootings, the administration's embrace was cool, and he's upset that President Obama himself has never come.
I was first disappointed by the fact that it was hard for the government to label it a hate crime, when it was clearly a hate crime. Then I was a bit disappointed in the president not showing up and being a part of the leadership in this situation. When he had been in Aurora and he later was in, Sandy Hook, and he came and he helped clear the narrative. And then I was disappointed in our federal government's ability to act on the certain rules that we needed to change, maybe to make this a safer community.
Specifically changing the gun laws?
Specifically changing the gun laws.
Now Amar is turning his frustration with a lack of progress on the gun control issue into a run for the US Congress. He is planning to challenge the former Republican vice presidential candidate Paul Ryan in a district where voters are very attached to their guns.
I think I love the smell of gunpowder.
Amar himself is no exception. A film director, he's also a proud gun owner. Although on this evidence, the prospective Democratic Party candidate is rather better at shooting video than shooting skeet.
I completely lost that one.
But what about his political skills?
Only the law-abiding people will pay attention to the law.
Here at the shooting club, his call for universal background checks on gun owners falls on polite but profoundly deaf ears.
It's just absolutely too expensive, too difficult, and affects only the good guys like you and I.
Oak Creek's Republican mayor won't be voting for Amar, but he respects his decision and maintains that barriers between Sikhs and non-Sikhs are coming down.
Their daily lives and how they relate to each other is exactly the same. So for our community, we've had that understanding. Unfortunately, it took 6 people losing their lives to start that dialogue. But for us, and we've said this all along, we want to use this as a positive message that there is hope.
Still holding out hope, the family of Punjab Singh. He was visiting the temple from India when he was shot and seriously wounded. Today, Amar is visiting him, a famous singer now silenced, paralyzed, and in need of constant care.
This reminds me that that little thing that came out of a gun has a large impact. It's not just cowboys and Indians and a little game. There is a real hard-hit impact. It gives me this fuel to keep going and to keep striving for that change that we need.
The medical challenge is huge for Punjab Singh, but it's a tough political struggle that Amar Kalika now faces. He's hoping that a campaign driven by the heart will help to change minds. James Kumarasamy, BBC News, Wisconsin.